I'm currently downtown Raleigh, and I'm gonna go see what's going on downtown with the protests. Currently, I had to park kind of a ways away just in case people start rioting and destroying the businesses and things down here. The local businesses have boarded up all their windows. Currently, we have some helicopters. I don't know if you can see that up there. Got 2 helicopters circling overhead. The other one's over here, kind of behind me. We're probably gonna see it here in just a second. So I'm gonna make my way over to the Main Street area, and I brought my other camera. I'm gonna try to do some interviews, or at least just kind of see what's going on. Let people talk to me, give them a voice, just kind of document the events that are taking place today. Keeping with my theme with make it up as you go, I was gonna go out of town today, but I decided that going town to town and documenting this would be pretty important. So I don't really know the streets I'm on. I'm not really that familiar with downtown Raleigh. A really beautiful place, but I'm kind of lost a lot of times when I'm down here. I'm just gonna kind of follow the crowd where other people are going. There's a chopper above me that's still pretty loud. Let me show you some of these businesses. They're already boarded up down here. I guess preparing for what may happen. Let me get a shot of this chopper. All these businesses are boarded up just in case people start to riot tonight. I'm anticipating they are gonna riot tonight. We'll see, I hope not, but with situations like these, in a city like this, with the passion from everybody, probably riot. Right now I'm currently walking over to the area where most of the protesters are. Looks like they're in a different area. I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of that. I'm sorry I don't have the other mic plugged in. I need it on the main camera, but I'm gonna head over to where most of the main protesters are, see what their message is, see what the organization's like, see if it's peaceful. It's gonna be pretty busy. Gonna make my way over to the side and go around the back.
value of a cell phone. So the cop, Officer W.B. Edwards, who murdered him, get this, y'all, he knew Sohail for 5 years. He lived in his neighborhood. It's the same neighborhood that our police chief, Bryan, lives in. If y'all don't know who our police chief is, she's a black woman who told us that all lives matter. Justice! And the only thing she's proud of is that somebody finally listened! All I did was listen! I let her speak! I listened to her pain, bro! And I'm sorry if I'm more angry than the rest of y'all, but I've been out here since May 30th. Literally dropped me off in the middle of nowhere. My mom couldn't find me for 2 hours. I'm 17. I was 16 when that happened, bro. Come on. Are y'all kidding me? And then the officer had the nerve to ask me what can he do to make my relationship with the police better, quit.
Hell yeah!
Come on, bro! Like, I don't understand how y'all are not stand up from us. Stand up! It's hot! Climate change, they won't address that!
I suggest.
Currently heading back to my truck. I had some people with umbrellas come up and box me in so I couldn't record. I've seen that tactic before when people think that you're with police or some kind of organization, but I'm not. They don't know if I'm some other police unit or some type of undercover or something, so they were very uncomfortable, and I was trying to be as respectful as possible. You might not have been able to hear it, but I had one of them to say, if you wanted to keep your camera, I suggest you back up. Then I backed up, being polite, and then they continued to back up with me and continue to push me back. I wasn't there for a confrontation. I'm simply there to document the situation, give people a voice, and I think that they think that I am undercover with some organization that I'm not. I can't remember what other news station's there, and they're doing reporting. And they didn't seem to have an issue, but they're wearing shirts and badges. I'm not wearing anything other than covered in sweat. So out of respect again, and to not draw tons of attention, I'm gonna go ahead and leave. If there's another situation or if anything picks up, Brandon, a friend of mine that lives down here, is gonna hit me up and let me know so I can come back. But as it stands, just my presence alone is making people uncomfortable, I guess just because no one knows who I am. I'm not with BLM, I'm not a police officer, and I'm not with any news organization, so I could kind of see how that would be a little weird. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for coming with me to do something different and new. I always enjoy having new experiences, listening to people's feelings.